This Peacock NBA Monday. It is the third point guard spot. No Grayson Allen in this game at 121 over the New Orleans. Our three officials here tonight. Royce O'Neal on the outside. They were hoping to have Grayson Allen back for the second straight game, but the illness keeps him out and an early turnover for Phoenix.
Well, Derek, Austin Reaves totally takes that play and blows it up just by chucking that cutter on that back screen.
You're right, Robbie. You talk about the Lakers and their communication defensively in effect on their first defensive possession.
Doncic absorbs the contact and scores. The leading scorer in the first quarter this season in the NBA gets the first two on the board. Dillon Brooks will fire. Comes up short, and Doncic collects the rebound. Oh, what a pass down floor. Hachimura saved it. Now it's a 5-on-4 the other way for Phoenix.
Phoenix is going to have to be aware Doncic is as good as anybody in the NBA at looking up the floor and throwing ahead.
Colin Gillespie has been lethal from downtown.
In 9 straight games, Noah, for him in double figures, averaging almost 17 a game, shooting 48% from 3. What a story he is and what a player he's made himself into.
49.1% from 3 as Reaves lobbed it up and Ayton couldn't finish. In the last 7 games for Gillespie, Phoenix looking to add to this early lead now. Coming off back-to-back losses to Oklahoma City and Denver in the real difficult part of their schedule as Booker gets his first look to go down.
What a nasty crossover that was, and how about the space he creates right there, Noah? That's a great sign for Phoenix, seeing Devin Booker get an easy look early on in this game.
Doncic, another one.
You see Luka Doncic with the high pickup, kind of the one-leg push shot, looking to create foul angles defensively for his opponents.
Phoenix is going to want to try to slow him down. Easier said than done, but he has been unbelievable in first quarters.
Brooks dancing on Hachimura, 6 to shoot. The fade, can't put it in.
It's kind of become his go-to move. He loves to get that little jump stop, get to your turnaround jumper, uses that physicality to free himself up.
Doncic, heavily contested by Gillespie, knocked out of bounds, and it will go the league. Started his pseudo-coaching career while he was getting his master's at Michigan State under Tom Izzo, learning a lot from the legendary coach in East Lansing. James, feed, Ayton, short pop goes down.
Good quick decision there by LeBron. Anytime he's in transition, early mid-post opportunities, Ayton finding the open space.
And Phoenix is going to have to kind of just load up on that weak side. The play you want to force is to skip across the floor and then you close out.
Brooks fills in. On the relocate, it's Gillespie in and out. Brooks couldn't tip it back. Ayton claims. Get it up the floor quickly with Doncic. Likes the matchup with Gillespie initially. Double comes. LeBron around. Reaves for 3. Up the floor quickly. Brooks right on Reaves. Oh, James was there to block it. What an angle from Dillon Brooks.
But how about the pass from Devin Booker and Dillon Brooks just getting to the body of Reaves? I don't know how LeBron didn't put that to the board, but what a finish from Brooks.
Reaves, another one for Ayton, comes up short this time.
He drops it off to him right away.
Reaves open corner triple, finds Nylon, and the Lakers push back in front. Phoenix wants to run. They know that the Lakers are on the second of a back-to-back, trying to use that to their advantage, but Brooks can't hit again, and Doncic corrals another board. Doncic, transition opportunity slows down now in the half court. Off the screen. They have gotten so much more comfortable, Doncic and Ayton, with one another. 2 of the top picks in the 2018 draft playing together. 6 to shoot. Reaves cross. Try to draw the foul on Gillespie, didn't get the call. Now he's looking for it as Booker streaks down the floor. Gillespie, pump, drive, swing, Brooks. Money, a 3.
I love the pace that Phoenix is playing with right now, and they're able to do it because they're getting stopped with their defense. It looked like, and then Phoenix getting out, they're getting out and going.
Oh, knocked out of bounds by Gillespie. It'll stay here.
Sean Elliott says hello. Memorial Day miracle.
Already 5 lead changes in the first 4.5 minutes. There is the Austin Reaves development. We have seen that offensive arsenal on full display.
The Phoenix Suns trying to really load up on Austin Reaves and Luka Doncic pick and roll. High presentation from strong side corner defenders.
Booker is going to draw the contact this game.
Yeah, talking to Coach J.J. Redick pregame, Robbie, that conversation, he talked a lot about the whole team obviously getting into.
That J.J. Redick said to Austin Reaves before the season started. He said, your leadership has to be elite and your shape has to be elite. And he has come and brought both things at the highest possible level to start this season, averaging 28.8 points per game, 7 assists and 6 rebounds a night. Here's Doncic in that short corner. Brooks accepts the assignment. Doncic says, I don't care, give me 2.
How do you guard that? I mean, that is just high level.
Cross-screen action, too. The Lakers, what really makes them special is their ability to screen and
love. I really thought it live.
It looked like it.
The eye in the sky does not lie there, Noah.
Well, look, I wear glasses for a reason. Maybe you should
get my eyesight checked.
Yeah, check on your own, see what you need. Booker,
tough shot.
Great defense there by Luka.
It's elite level communication too from the coaches down here, calling out the Iverson action, calling out the red and pick and roll defense.
James, face up on Dunn, spin, James, tough floater.
You know this guy's coming out of that timeout, and a consistent theme with the Lakers, 3-player action that involves Luka, Austin, and LeBron when they are on the floor together, as you saw there.
Brooks gets the roll, didn't look like Williams touched it on the cylinder.
Boy, he was close, but that Dillon Brooks turnaround was an absolute missile into the rim and somehow fell forward.
Doncic got his hips by, then couldn't find Ayton.
Good help defense. Phoenix really cracking down on DeAndre Ayton.
Booker in transition. Outside, O'Neal, no. Rebound, Dunn, Booker, second chance, doesn't go.
They didn't get anything there, but Ryan Dunn just with some effort and hustle plays, and that'll go a long way here. They've been missing a little bit of that with his wrist injury.
Reload, Doncic. Got a whistle, maybe a clock issue.
With either Luka or LeBron, puts the defense in a really difficult position.
Here is Luka. Step back 3 ball.
That's another positive play there from Ryan Dunn. Obviously coming into the draft 2 years ago, high-level defender, but he's done the part so far.
One, just the 2 points, 2 assists. Again, still working himself back into shape after missing a month. As he said, that first game back, it was the first game in essentially 7 months. A legitimate NBA game, no real tune-up, as Doncic will go to the free throw line. They can, they will, they might. Scoring tandem in the NBA have 12 points. Doncic's second free throw makes it 13, and the Suns have 11. They've outscored them by themselves. Just past the midway point of this opening quarter. Phoenix 4 for 13 and 1 for 6 from 3. Booker leaves it. Williams doesn't get the roll. And again, Ryan Dunn is in there, just couldn't squeeze it. Brooks finds the open space for 2.
You love that just little up screen. Let Dillon Brooks operate there. Some physicality off of it. And then using the glass. All done to get Dillon Brooks an easy shot.
Reaves rejects the screen. Looking for an outlet, it's LaRavia, who's had some really sparkling moments this year. Spins, can't score, Williams with the steal.
Devin Booker hung in there on that spin. LaRavia loves to get back to that right hand.
Booker, fend off, got it.
Hey, this is the mid-range king. We talked about it last week. For anybody that loves mid-range basketball, Devin Booker, a guy that's still doing it. Now taking 137 off the bounce 2s on the year.
Doncic just hung in the air that extra second to put it through.
Look at this Lakers lineup with Luka running screen roll, playmaking and shooting surrounding him. Luka, Mark Williams back in drop coverage.
It's going to be a foul on the floor as
we'll see some switching, especially with this lineup with Iguodala on the court. Will they get aggressive and blitz at times? They'll be in a lot of drop.
Speaking of aggression, Devin Booker hangs and hits.
Boy, go right at the shot blocker, get right to his chest. Well done by Devin Booker.
Reaves in transition. That's tough. Slow start for Austin Reaves after another 30-point game last night. 33 points and 8 assists on 4 of 7 shooting. But ended up playing about 40 minutes in the win over New Orleans. A win that the Lakers led by nearly 30 earlier in the game as Dillon Brooks continues to show off his full arsenal.
And Phoenix is just going right at Jackson Hayes, but they're using their physicality to knock him back. That's back-to-back times of going at the big fella.
Doncic just got another call. This one's going to be on the floor. Doncic can't believe it, but Brooks is
having a full offseason to digest his experience last season, a full training camp with his teammates and roster, and J.J. Redick's coaching style, leadership style, and Luka is as balanced in terms of where he is personally, emotionally, and his game is balanced as well, as you see LeBron with the turnaround on the baseline.
maybe nobody more balanced in the history of the NBA and what they can do on the floor than LeBron James. Adds 2 more to his grand total. This corner 3 from Dunn, rebound snared by Ayton. It'll be Reeves, Ayton, James, Vincent, and Connect for the Lakers. Gillespie, Dunn, Iguodala, Goodwin, and Hayes Davis for the Suns. On the outside, Vincent can't hit, and the rebound knocked out of bounds will stay here.
Much to show for it. Those guys have made tough shots over him.
Reeves finds the angle, bounce, Ayton couldn't claim it, and Goodwin does, and then he's fouled.
But what hustle there from Jordan Goodwin, of being in to take away the roller, and then Goodwin, those guys just fly in there, and they all have pretty good size.
Here's Goodwin on the outside, can't hit the 3, and the rebound collected by Connect. When you think about Dunn, 7'1" wingspan, Goodwin, 6'10" wingspan, legit length at their respective positions. And that one's going to be ricocheted out of bounds and goes back to the Suns.
The Lakers so far just don't look as settled, knowing Robbie. They offensively, they normally are just composed and poised, but you got to give the Phoenix Suns a lot of credit so far. Their physicality without fouling impacting the Lakers offense.
And that's, Derek, the fine line that they have to kind of walk in this game, right? Of being disruptive and being physical, but not overdoing it with 2 of the guys in the NBA that are as good as anybody at getting to the line.
Gillespie, hustle, Vincent claims, second chance for the Lakers. Reeves splits, gets inside and finishes. No, they're going to wave it off on a travel. With a ton of points, only 3 points off the turnover so far. And again, can't convert here. The Suns are 5th in the NBA in points off turnovers, 21 a game coming in to tonight. James, bounce, Ayton. Reeves alone for 3.
What a read right there from DeAndre Ayton to see that, all right, they're clogging that paint. The look is behind me. That was a terrific pass from the big fella.
Iguodala, leave it for Gillespie. Working on LeBron James. Kick it, Goodwin. Tried to hook it around. That was a lot of contact and an offensive foul.
Ones, and it kind of fell apart from there. So it's about the mental toughness here to stay with this and keep yourself in the game when you play good defense.
Yeah, and you talk about on the Lakers side, the communication during the timeouts has been phenomenal. It's something J.J. Redick spoke of in pregame, wanting his guys to stay connected throughout the course of the game. You talk about communication and sound. I'm sitting right next to Jimmy Iovine, the genius. And so you talk about, I'm learning some things about sound and music and communication from him also.
Did he criticize your headset at all? Did he check to make sure that everything sounds okay in your ears?
Not yet. The Lakers are still ahead.
J.J. Redick did tell us that something they've really established this year is giving that first full minute of timeouts for just the players. It's just player-to-player communication as opposed to the coaches coming in, as Brooks once again fades and puts in 2 more.
That's a shot right over the top of Connect, and Dillon Brooks felt like he got fouled on that release.
James back for Reeves, picked up by Jamaree Bouyea, who's gotten more and more run on a 2-way contract here with Phoenix. Connects, gets the roll.
That was not an easy shot because LeBron just rifled that at him. He kind of knocked that down with one hand. Derek, it's never easy when that pass is outside the shot pocket.
No, it is not, but Dalton Connect, a guy that does have the ability to catch high and shoot it high. And, he and Mark Williams, guys that were possibly, Mark was going to be on the Lakers. Dalton Connect wasn't going to be on the Lakers. And here we are tonight, the 2 guys matching up on opposing teams.
What a pass.
And then a kick out, Connect. Can't hit back to back. Vincent fighting for the rebound and a second chance for the Lake Show. 9 to shoot. Reeves, weaves, kicks. LeBron James, no. Up ahead, Bouyea running the floor. Oh, he felt the footsteps of LeBron James. For Devin Booker, 11 first quarter points. And a foul's going to be called on Connect, fighting over the Williams screen.
You have to think with this lineup for Phoenix that Dillon Brooks is going to be really aggressive, looking for his own.
Right on cue.
It's just he's going to have to be the primary playmaker, and he is so effective and has become so good at getting to his turnaround jumper.
Robbie, it is remarkable to think the type of player that he has turned himself into.
No, without question.
Even just think about what he was at Oregon. He was excellent, but he has just risen leaps and bounds on both sides.
And a lot of it is kind of the persona that he's built, right? Like, he's made him into one of the tough guys of the NBA. He's made an all-defensive team, but now the offense coming along with it. There is no questioning that Dillon Brooks works his tail off on his game.
O'Neal drives, had it knocked away by LaRavia. O'Neal reclaims it. Attack, kick, Goodwin, three, got it!
Well, that's a huge shot right there for the confidence of Jordan Goodwin. 6 of his last 21 from 3 coming in. And another 50-50 play goes the way of the Suns and leads to that open 3.
Doncic, fast to slow, but he couldn't finish. Brooks finds the streaking Williams. Fast break perfection and a 7-0 run to take a 1-point lead.
Right now, Phoenix is just playing harder than the Lakers. And they are looking, they're getting stops, they're getting out in transition. And this is just off and down the floor every time. But right now, Phoenix playing with some tempo, and off these stops, they've been able to run.
Are you sitting next to Austin Butler?
This is going to show my age.
The guy who played Elvis is sitting directly to your left. That's a yes.
Oh, he's been great. I saw Eddie Murphy across the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I've been slacking on some of my movies lately, so I got to get back up.
Hey, Derek, we'll get him right by the end of the game. We'll get him right. We still got another 2.5 quarters.
Thanks for asking me during the game and not in the break. That would have been good.
That's what we're here for.
That's a good teammate right there.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Derek, what's going on the Lakers side? Anything of note?
On the Lakers side, just continuing to stay poised and composed. You know, the Suns made the run, but you can tell the Lakers are balanced. They're not getting emotional about how this game is going so far.
Played well, and it feels like a lot has gone right for the Suns. And it's just, Phoenix is actually trailing. It's a 1-point deficit.
Luka's 0 for 3 to start the second quarter. Bouye, booyah!
A shot by him right here, Jamaree Bouye. Averaging 5 points a game, but shooting 54% from 3. Two-way guys, so when he's had his number called, he's been efficient, productive.
Now he's going to have a real challenge. Trying to stay in front, and that's what's going to happen. A chance for 3 as Luka Doncic says, I'm too big.
Yeah, we've talked about
down. He's got every opportunity to take that thing with 2 hands and just whiffs on the play.
23 first half points for Luka Doncic. Derek, you mentioned the physicality that J.J. Redick talked to us about, that they knew Phoenix was going to come with. You played in an incredibly physical era of the NBA. When you knew you had a specifically physical team in front of you as Brooks continues to get to his spot in the mid-range, what was the mentality going into a game like that?
Well, you had to embrace it and understand that was going to be part of the experience. You knew things would be harder to get to. Offensively, the points wouldn't come as easy. You wouldn't have as much space to shoot your shot. The shot challenge and shot contests were going to be more assertive and more aggressive themselves out on the defensive end, and those are fun games to play in.
Right now, Luka Doncic is going right at Jamaree Bouye. Back-to-back fouls drawn. As we take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule, tomorrow night on NBC and Peacock, Coast to Coast Tuesday starts in Boston with the Knicks and the Celtics, followed by the Thunder and the Warriors. Then NBA TV on Wednesday, Miami at Dallas, followed on Thursday on NBA TV, Warriors and Sixers. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
The Lakers are going to keep going right back to that same pick and roll. Jamaree Bouye is going to see it every time as long as he's out there.
In and out there, and a good steal by Hayes. So Hayes back on the floor.
Here it comes. There we go.
Doncic wants to go back to work, had it knocked away, gets it back. Lob it inside. Oh, great recovery by Williams.
Mark Williams going up to show bodies, but still the ability with that length to get back and disrupt the pass.
Now on the post-up, it's Williams. Can't finish. Oh, Bouye on the hustle. Second chance, bounce. Williams takes flight.
What an effort play there by Bouye. Boy, that's a pass up the floor, and Jackson Hayes, he wasn't looking for it at all.
He'll just bounce it out. Vincent, no.
Anytime you play with Doncic, you are always a potential target up the floor. You have got to be aware if you're Jackson Hayes.
O'Neal got caught. Brooks again. Dillon, the villain, living up to his name on the road.
His numbers are pretty incredible. 6 of the last 9 games, 20 points or more. His productivity offensively has been through the roof.
Intercepted. Bouye, numbers. Brooks running. Brooks to the rim. Up and under, goes down. 8 straight makes for Dillon Brooks, taking over the game in downtown LA.
Well, how about Bouye, though, getting picked on and then off the ball making a couple plays. Here's another one. Oh, whoa.
The late foul called, and Dillon Brooks got to be careful as he tries to contest.
This is the
Ending a pick and roll, they're showing the crowd, active hands, deflections. That's a shot they're willing to give up. DeAndre Ayton in the pocket off pick and roll to try not to collapse as much off the weak side and give up catch and shoot threes.
But Derek, that's where he's most comfortable on that short roll for DA. The lob and slam. Mark Williams has a vendetta against the rim.
You think about just how hard it is to be a tag guy when Phoenix has shooters all over the floor. That clears the way for Williams on the roll.
Doncic finds his spot. Got to get out of the paint. And he turns it over again. Scooped up by O'Neal. Numbers running around him. Gillespie sets the feet and drills the 3.
Who wants a layup when you can run to the arc and get a 3? They were looking for that the whole way. Phoenix playing with
Gillespie, sidestep, in and out.
second leg of a back-to-back for the Lakers, and Phoenix is totally taking advantage of that. They are looking to run these guys.
James, mismatch. Doncic, bounce. Reeves in the corner. Can't hit the 3. Rebound poked around and claimed by Gillespie.
Phoenix's collective effort rebounding with their guards has been terrific tonight. It's been all 5 guys on the floor.
Brooks. Bottom. A 3 for Dillon Brooks.
DeAndre Ayton just a little bit late on that switch, and Dillon Brooks is just walking right in and lining that thing up.
21 first half points. The steal by Ayton just clears the space for Luka.
It'll be interesting to see, too, Robbie, if the Lakers make the adjustment. Dillon Brooks obviously will become their featured guy. As you see Royce O'Neal knocking down the 3 off the chase action, but Dillon Brooks in pick and roll, they'll be more aggressive.
Yeah.
And again, Gillespie, whenever he's involved in any action, he's a right-handed player, but he likes to shoot it going left. So it'll be interesting to see if the Lakers make some of those adjustments at the half.
Doncic looking for the contact, doesn't get it. Tried to take that 2 for 1.
Yeah,
now the
another
leak
run out.
and Brooks is all alone. Dillon Brooks owning Los Angeles. He will hear it from this crowd. There is no love lost between Brooks and the Los Angeles Lakers dating back to his time with the Grizzlies.
That Memphis playoff series, it got personal here in LA.
James can't hit. Rebound. And now Phoenix can hold for 1 with their largest lead currently at 14. That was nearly backcourt. That's what J.J. Redick is trying to implore. 2 seconds left. Brooks, that is ridiculous, and it doesn't go down. That will end this first half. 66. O'Neal, Williams, and Gillespie, James, Hachimura, Ayton, Reeves, and Doncic will start out once again for the purple and gold. Pocket pass, kick out. Reeves, extra. Doncic, bounce it. Great ball movement. 1 to shoot, and they didn't get off in time. LeBron James, the hesitation, gave him
Gafford, that's a great first defensive possession.
Well, this is exactly what Jordan Ott preaches from his team. Playing hard, continual effort. He's seen it through the years. Oh, the feed and finish. It's O'Neal to Williams with a chance for 3.
Well, this is now a 21-4 run for Phoenix.
That Jordan Ott has gotten to see as Doncic eventually collects that rebound. He was in Atlanta when the Hawks rose to elite ranks in the Eastern Conference under Mike Budenholzer. They weren't necessarily the most talented team in the league. They played their tails off and eventually were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Went to Brooklyn as James gets inside, can't finish, but Ayton does. In Brooklyn, he got to see the renaissance with Kenny Atkinson taking over, and eventually that 2018-19 season playing harder than just about everybody on any given night, en route to a 42-win season. And then 2 years here with the Lakers, which included a Western Conference final appearance. Last year in Cleveland, played their tails off, high-level talent. That's where that combination comes into play. Dillon Brooks has been playing high level. Can't hit that one. The leak out Reeves, they couldn't find him in time. Doncic finds the trailing Ayton. Pop it, hit it.
Saw Luka there pushing in transition, trying to attack that Phoenix Suns defense before it can get set. And DeAndre Ayton living in that low pocket area. I think that's a shot the Suns are willing to give up, though.
10 to shoot. Off the screen. O'Neal shielding, can't score. And the Lakers now find a bit more rhythm. Get it inside, that's an offensive foul on LeBron James.
Yeah, Lakers in transition.
For the Lakers. Gillespie, stop, get it back, off the screen. Looking inside, knocked away, claimed by Williams. 12 to shoot. Reset, Goodwin, 9 to shoot. Fend off on Reeves, hook it, Williams! Cruel intentions will get 2 free throws. Williams can't hit on their first free throw. Tap into tonight's action in the NBA app. Go deeper inside this game. Catch up on Luka Doncic app today. So Williams splits a pair, now 1 for 3 at the free throw line. Only the 5th attempt at the free throw line for the Suns, but they feel like they've done their job holding the Lakers to just 7 attempts at the charity stripe so far tonight. James lost the handle, out of bounds.
Lakers look disconnected. Obviously, the second night of a back-to-back. They're just offensively not as in sync and in rhythm as they have been during this great stretch they've been on.
Lakers average 16 turnovers per night. They've already turned it over 15 times. Brooks can't hit that time. Can Reeves get it rolling? Just 10 points so far. He'll pull.
Mark Williams does a great job there. He comes off that screen and he's got a really solid contest.
Goodwin.
Long rebounds, Noah, have just been runouts for Phoenix.
And Goodwin converts 72-56. Doncic was cooking early, has been stymied of late. And he got it back to put in 2 more.
They are showing him bodies. Making Luka Doncic operate in the crowd.
29 points, 8 rebounds. Brooks, fend off, back down, fade, put it down, and 1. Dillon Brooks can do no wrong. 12 of 19 shooting, and now he puts his team up 17, their largest lead. Phoenix came in 12th in the league in offensive rating, 14th in defense. The Lakers were 5th in the NBA in offensive rating. It was plays like that that got them there. Doncic to Ayton.
I think the Suns have done a good job, though, in terms of the Lakers' offense. They've shown a crowd when necessary, but also gotten back home and only given up 2-point baskets.
Early bounce for Goodwin.
Phoenix on that possession, they just have the Lakers in total rotation, and you're getting multiple dribble drives and throwing it up.
Sometimes someone's just too good. Gillespie can't respond, and Doncic pulls down another rebound. Outlet, LeBron like a tight end, couldn't get to it.
Oh, what a play by Colin Gillespie to get a fingertip on that and then get another 50-50 play to go Phoenix's way.
Brooks couldn't cash in. And now Lakers will slow it down here. Doncic up to 32 points. Knock away. Brooks claims. Gillespie running. One-on-one with Reeves. Finds the trailer. Williams! Mark Williams again hanging on the rim. Gillespie slow to get up.
Throw a knockout punch with their defense and to get the transition. We'll see if they can continue to get the stops that have allowed them to run all game long.
And in the Lakers huddle, Marcus Smart, not in uniform tonight, but continuing to lead with his voice, imploring his teammates to continue to fight and play the game. It was a long basketball game, 6:50 plus to go in the third quarter. NBA game, 16-point deficit is not a lot to work from these days.
Maxi Kleber just got sent to the earth. They couldn't complete the highlight with O'Neal. Marcus Smart was brought in, a big reason for that veteran leadership, that loud voice that he's had throughout his career in locker rooms. As James had it erased, Mark Williams met him at the summit. O'Neal.
The help there from Williams was fantastic, and give O'Neal a lot of credit for not fouling there and letting Williams clean it up.
Doncic had it knocked away. Reeves will control it for the Lakers. Well, we saw Maxi Kleber airball a layup yesterday, and LeBron James said that actually sparked the team. It got them into a much better mindset to finish that game against the Pelicans. We'll see if he can do something here tonight. Drive, float, goes down right on cue. Maxi Kleber came over in the Doncic trade last year, was hurt for the majority of the season, came back all the way at the end of the year in his 9th season in the NBA, 33 years old, undrafted back in 2014 from Germany, from the same hometown as Dirk Nowitzki, and spent the majority of his career in Dallas. Step away, no good from Goodwin. Doncic just took down his 10th rebound to go with 32 points and 5 assists. Gets it right back from his longtime teammate.
This is that matchup that Luka liked in the first half. We'll see if Phoenix sends a double.
On the repost, 7 to shoot. Doncic right to work.
Williams a little bit late coming over, but still impacted that shot.
And then Luka just an injury. So they will play without their leading scorer, but Brooks has picked up the slack with 26 for the Suns. Circles, Brooks, and he's fouled. Jackson Hayes.
It looked like, Noah, that Hayes was waiting on that spin to get to the turnaround, but there was.
Ryan Dunn will come back in for Phoenix. Derek, how difficult is it to kind of have to almost change your game plan on the fly when a guy like Booker, who's the centerpiece of what Phoenix does, is out of a game midway through?
Yeah, it makes it difficult in terms of the coverages, some of the decisions. Less clear on double teaming in screen roll, obviously when Devin Booker's involved. And it makes it, you know, on some of those nights in the NBA, when star players are missing, it's almost harder because there's more passing, there's more cutting. The ball sometimes moves more, makes it difficult to find ways to impact the team defensively. But the Lakers just lack energy and are lethargic tonight.
And Dillon Brooks has an abundance of energy. He's like the Energizer Bunny right now.
What a nasty spin move to get to his turnaround. That's exactly what I was talking about the possession before. He loves that turnaround jumper.
Another steal. O'Neal. Step back over Kleber for 3.
Points off turnovers. I mean, Phoenix has totally used their defense to generate their offense.
Reeves splits, drives, fend off, lost it, out of bounds, will stay here.
Dillon Brooks.
Hayes Davis in there for Phoenix as Hayes for the Lakers gets fouled by Ryan Dunn. Last night, 4 for 4 from the floor, season high in rebounding, just 7 for their backup center. Take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. It's the Knicks and the Celtics starting off Coast to Coast Tuesday tomorrow on NBC and Peacock, followed by the Thunder and the Warriors. Then NBA TV on Wednesday, Miami and Dallas. Thursday, Golden State and Philly. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. 4 minutes to play in the third, and Phoenix has remained in control. Zone look here for the Lakers.
2-3. Phoenix going to use that ball screen just to overload it.
And Brooks makes him pay.
Set the screen at the top. There's just not enough defenders to cover it if you swing the ball fast. Good execution from the Suns.
That's Brooks' third 30-point game this year. He's done it with 3.5 left in the third quarter. Doncic, that is an elite stop.
Well, just the body control that he has to be able to put the brakes on and decelerate.
Brooks just lost control.
But again, I think the Suns have been willing to give up kind of non-paint twos, not dunks, and also not a lot of open threes for the Lakers to be able to knock down consistently.
And second half in particular, J.J. Redick not thrilled with what he called the team getting bored with the process. as they had a huge lead kind of evaporate and then had to fight down the stretch to close it out. Gillespie claims an offensive rebound and then tosses it out of bounds right to Derek Fisher. That's usually a...
Yeah, for the Lakers, I mean, really J.J. Redick just reminding his guys to continue to play basketball. It's like he recognizes this is just a tough night for his group, and so he's not beating them up too much. He's not focusing on the negative. Encouraging Gabe Vincent to take that shot and knock it down, even though he missed it, but not really focusing on the negatives right now.
They've been encouraging this guy to shoot it, Jake LaRavia. LeBron James just 4 points in this game, and he misfires there. Jackson Hayes couldn't rip it away, and a foul inside is going to keep it here.
It's almost surprising, honestly.
We'll see if they can take advantage. Doncic stops and connects.
Yeah, a lot of basketball left to play. You see Luka there getting to a spot. Dillon Brooks not fouling, which is, again, it's like the Lakers have utilized the ability to create fouls to set their defense more often. Haven't been able to do that tonight.
Dunn drive and kick, swing, Gillespie, so slippery for three.
You have to think for the Lakers, if you're rotating from Colin Gillespie to Nigel Hayes-Davis, you would much rather have Hayes-Davis shoot that than Gillespie, who's been totally on fire.
LaRavia spins, leave it, outside. Doncic can't respond. Phoenix looking to finish this quarter strong, and that'll help. Down the floor, Dunn.
Phoenix has just abused Los Angeles with these transition baskets here tonight. It's been all night long.
Vincent, drive, fend off, can't finish, rebound, out of bounds in this third quarter. Brooks up to 31. Brooks up to 33.
Oh, man. He's got this thing on auto. That is nothing but net.
He is feeling it to the nth degree. Back in.
And in particular, getting to the free throw line. He has to continue to force the issue, get into the paint, and get himself to the free throw line. That'll help activate the Lakers offensively and defensively.
Bron bounce and connect finish. Defense to offense to start this fourth quarter. And to Derek's point, only 12 free throw attempts for the Lakers tonight, 0 coming from Austin Reeves. They also only have 11 assists as a team. Royce O'Neal by himself has 10 for Phoenix. The fend off, no good there for Gillespie. And the loose ball ripped away. The hustle from Vincent. Reeves running. Bouye steps up defensively. Reeves, drive, leave it, connect, back to Reeves. He finds Ayton, who finishes. Comes up a little bit hobbling, but it's down to 15.
That's the pace the Lakers will have to play at. Gabe Vincent with the hustle on the defensive end, leading to offense. Austin Reeves attacking the defense along the baseline, dropping it off to Ayton.
Oh, what a pass. The 11th assist for Royce O'Neal is a beauty to Dunn.
With no Dillon Brooks and Devin Booker out for the remainder of the game, Royce O'Neal going to have to be a playmaker here alongside Gillespie, and that's exactly what he does right there. Great job by Ryan.
James get his offense going. That's not going to help. A turnover. Dunn with a steal. Dunn with a navigate. And then threw it away. Bouye thought he had the open pass. Instead, it's still loose. And now a reset. And yeah, they reset the shot clock to 24. That should have been 14. So they will adjust the clock with 10:13 with the right hamstring strain. So they put the 19 on the clock. They say it never changed possessions officially.
They got the switch. Now O'Neal's going to go to work.
Hesitation, drive, good defense. Ayton cut him off. Gillespie, pure once again.
What a relocation there by Colin Gillespie to just get into the vision of Royce O'Neal. Austin Reeves loses track of him, and Gillespie drills a big-time three.
It is a 20-point cushion. Gillespie's 5th three ball of the night.
What an answer by that little LA run.
Reeves, aggressive defense from Dunn. 15 to shoot. Connect, swing, Vincent, bullseye. Phoenix bench not happy about something, but Vincent does make him pay.
They weren't happy, it seems like, about the shot clock.
Yeah, it froze for a couple seconds and looked like 15 maybe. Not sure how much lower it would have been.
Now 7 to shoot for the Suns. Bouye turns the corner. That is going to be a goaltend. Aiden's had.
No question. But a lot of that, you look at a lot of the guys for Phoenix that are having career years. This is against Denver, third quarter kind of got away from them. But here tonight, they've been fabulous.
Reeves, deep one goes.
Trying to cause confusion there. I mean, Austin, LeBron, and Ayton trying to kind of run a pick and roll to get a faithful.
There is no answer.
Oh, right back at you.
Colin Gillespie. Jordan Ott would tell you his confidence is always maxed out. And we've seen it tonight, tying his career high with 6 made threes. Connect. No.
How about the contest there from Oso Ighodaro? Just to make Dalton connect, put it down one time and step aside.
Gillespie again. Yes, sir. Colin Gillespie. God-like range in downtown LA.
He's one of the great stories of the NBA early season here. His improvement, unbelievable to see the job he's done for the Phoenix Suns.
Turnover. Find the hot hand. Where's Gillespie? Instead, it's Ighodaro running the floor. 8-0 Phoenix run, trying to shut the door early.
That feeling, man, when you see guys making shots that you just know every time he's putting that thing up, it's going in.
Well, LeBron James still at 6 points. 4 points away from keeping that streak alive, and he will get himself to the free throw line to try to add 2. It is a legit journey at this point for LeBron. Only his 5th game back this year. We've seen some of the flashes of just how he can help this team. But Derek, you've got to believe that he's fitting in now more than being the centerpiece as he's been accustomed to over the course of his career.
Yeah, in a different way than he's accustomed to, but he's clearly always been about winning, and this team has started off so well. Luka Doncic's play, Austin Reeves' play. LeBron is just interested in winning, especially at this point in his career.
Gillespie drive, fend off. He can do it inside too. Colin Gillespie.
Just keeping his defender on the hip, and how about the touch there with that right hand to put it high off the glass? He's got everything going tonight.
They're going to feed LeBron again. 3 points away from double figures as he'll go back to the rack, but he can't finish. Looking for a foul call there, didn't get it. Will they find Gillespie? Bouye just lost it. The 2-time Big East Player of the Year, spent his first 2 years in Denver on a 2-way. Didn't play a game, but won a title with the Nuggets as a pseudo-rookie before officially becoming a rookie. And there it is, LeBron James does get to double figures with a step-back 3 ball. He's got 10. So the streak intact. Approaching the midway point of the 4th, and on the second night of a back-to-back, the Lakers have just gotten outrun in their own gym. It would take a miraculous comeback, but we've seen them do it before. James, off a series of screens, will try again. Not that time. JJ.
The Suns have just made everything difficult for the Lakers tonight. Nothing's come easy. They deserve a lot of credit for the way they approached this game tonight.
Well, also, Derek, just the way they've kept the Lakers off the foul line. LA is second free throws made and attempted as Gillespie makes another 3. But that's been a big part of the Lakers' success, and Phoenix has limited that tonight.
Quarters of this game, you get 33 from Dillon Brooks as Reeves takes it to the rack. You get 26 from Colin Gillespie. Process-driven and being obsessed with being process-driven. Feels like this team has shown that at times, but at the same time, they've had letdowns, and he's going to look at this one certainly as a letdown. Says Oklahoma City right now in the NBA is the standard, and they're doing it at the top level of process-driven stuff every single possession of every single game. That's what this team's trying to get to, and you need nights like this to remind yourself as Gillespie finally shows he's human.
What's wrong with him? He's made every other shot tonight, it feels like.
So the Lakers clear the bench. Reeves stays out there with Connect, Kleber, Bronny James, and Smith. Connect tees it up and knocks it down. So Reeves adds to his tally. As Connect makes it 8 points. Reeves with his 3rd assist.
And I think for the Lakers, guys, when you think about, their roster and lineup, like, tonight's a night where Marcus Smart's ability to be disruptive himself on the defensive end, to captain the guys on the floor, to bring a level of physical toughness that was missing tonight. And so you think about some of the good teams, Oklahoma City, etc. It's really their role players and younger guys that they bring on the floor. They add athleticism, toughness, quickness, those 50-50 balls you mentioned.
Back out there for Phoenix. You wonder how long they keep him on the court in a 19-point game with 4.5 to play. Goodwin drive, bounce, Gillespie. He is crafty.
He's done it in every way tonight. At the rim, on the ball, off the ball from 3. Colin Gillespie, what a game he's had.
Here's Bronny James. Lost it out of bounds. It'll stay after the most difficult schedule in the NBA. And he mentioned that to us when we sat down with him pregame. You could just tell that he knew it was going to be a challenge as Connect drills another 3. Similarly, wants to talk about the process, making man of few words, but big impact. 3:50 to play here. Robbie, do you think that Austin Butler has liked your analysis?
I don't know. I should ask him, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can hear me. It's been pretty loud in here, but we are sitting really close to one another.
I would say he's acting like he can't hear you. He can.
But he can't hear me. All right.
He knows. Thero. They leave Dillon Brooks out there, along with Gillespie, who's got 16 fourth-quarter points. And Gillespie has a steal. Gillespie, is he going to pull?
Oh, I thought he was. That was, but you know what? From a game management perspective, that is the right play. But I kind of wanted to see Colin Gillespie let that go.
Instead, it's Brooks against Bronny. Dillon travels. That was the dream shake.
Teams go on 9-0 runs in 48 seconds due to the 3-point shot. And so, maybe another minute he'll look to get Brooks out of the game and Gillespie, but keeping it tight to the vest right now.
Well, in that last huddle, he was adamant about finishing the game the right way. That's that right there from Mark Williams.
I actually think he's got real estate above that rim, the way that he has lived there tonight. And now that's exactly what Phoenix is going to do. It'll be a platoon swap. Come on, Malowacz, the rookie out of Duke, will check in for the first time after a grueling back-to-back with 2 losses at Oklahoma City and then at home against Denver 2 nights ago, 130 to 112, in a game that they felt they actually played hard and played well, but they let the missed shots get to them, and the made shot from Denver really impacted their overall spirit as Connect banks one home. They have responded in a big way here tonight. Approaching 2 minutes to play in Los Angeles. Hayes Davis, reload, Bouye, drive, nearly ripped, got it outside. 6 to shoot. Screen comes from Malowacz. Hayes Davis spins, fades, no. Thero will get it to Bronny James. These are useful minutes for guys continuing to look for opportunities. Anytime Bronny gets the ball in his hands, this crowd's going to respond. Instead, it's Kleber for 3.
Think about how strange that must be. You're trying to make the right play, and the crowd wants you to shoot it every time you touch the basketball. It's just a weird dynamic that every other young player in the NBA doesn't have to deal with.
Continued development for Bronny, has spent some time once again with the South Bay Lakers as pull-up pop rattles home for Jordan Goodwin. That G League development is really so huge for guys like Bronny, continuing to try to further his basketball career in his 2nd season at just 21 years old. Off footing from Smith, cross, Thero hangs, throw it away.
You talk about that development, Jordan Goodwin is a great example of a guy that spent time here in LA with the South Bay Lakers and then moved up to the big club and really earned a tremendous amount of respect from this Lakers roster, head coach J.J. Redick, and they didn't want to allow him to leave L.A. just for financial reasons. They had to, and he's taken advantage of his opportunities and earned a great home with Phoenix.
Coming up on the NBA Showtime presented by Wingstop. Highlights from all around a busy night in the association. Includes our first of our Peacock doubleheader, which was a great game down to the wire, and this performance from the Suns as Smith knocks down a triple. Shot clock is off. Phoenix can take it all the way down. And after a highly contested first quarter, a highly contested first couple minutes in the second quarter, it was all Phoenix the rest of the way. Without Devin Booker, Dillon Brooks and Colin Gillespie take over, combined for